To me, dance is my safe space. As dancers, we need to fight for our costumes and contracts, invoices, and stuff like that. Everything y'all go through here in Ghana, we go through over there. To be very honest, we find ways that the industry gets to me because whether y'all pay me or not, my job don't pay me. Of course, your phone is great, but you do need quality stuff for submissions here and there. That's when thinking further than now comes in. I have a lot of respect for dance genres. Like, if I haven't trained in it well, I'm not gonna do a whole choreo. Let me do my job, please. Because if you were a dancer, you wouldn't need my artistry. Somebody can say that, oh, I'm with this person, so I can't go train with this person. How do you let somebody stop your back like that? You never know who you're gonna meet. I don't need nobody with 5 million followers to co-sign me. Like, you need me. Yeah. That's a fact. That's how much I believe in me.
Dance is the joy of movement and it is the heart of life. Welcome back to the podcast platform where we give dance a voice. As always, your host, the leader. It's Dance Room again, the astonishing world of a dance artist. So as always, I don't do this alone. I'm always accompanied in the studio with a dance icon. With me is Stephanie J. She likes using her local name because she's representing Ghana in the States and she's doing her thing. Whenever our artists are out there, like, she's got them locked down. Like, she's always putting Afro on the map, and I really wanted to have her on the show. So please welcome Stephanie, aka Ghallywood.
Hey everybody, what's up? What's good? Nice to be here. Great to be here.
Aww. Today I'm so happy and I'm hyper and all that because I have with me in the studio my twinnie. Like, the energy is unmatched, the features. The only thing God didn't allow me have is the height.
But girl, you can have it.
So I've always wanted to ask this. Why, out of all the names, you decided to stand out with your original name and also go with a name that also stands as a Ghanaian, like Ghallywood? Like, why?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who gave me that name. I feel like it's Sam. When we were younger, Hooly Boy.
No, I don't think
Oh, he's also doing his thing in the industry. Okay. Yeah, for Ghana, he's always putting Ghana on the map. But the dance community up there is very small, so we all know each other. So we grew up together, and I feel like he's the only one that comes to mind when I hear Ghallywood. Because ever since we were younger, he's like, oh, I'm Ghanaian, and I've always wore shades. And he's like, oh, you're Ghanaian, and you always move with that how he's just like, I give off that Hollywood energy. Okay. So he just started calling me Ghallywood
because
it stuck.
Wow.
And then I think my Instagram got hacked or something, and I put that as my Instagram name. I was like, why not?
Wow.
There's nothing deep behind it.
Yeah, it's actually iconic because all these dancers that we know are from Ghana all have these kind of aesthetic names, but it has kind of this Western feel to it. But whenever I tell somebody Ghallywood and they're like, Ghallywood, yeah, I'm like, she's in the same. They're like, hey, she's Ghanaian. I'm like, yeah, she's Ghanaian. So it's really iconic, and I really love the name. Before I'll always bring you, the hot stuff. Ghallywood, please, we want to know you more. So tell us, what does dance mean to you?
To me, dance is my safe space in a way. Like, I don't have any I don't any deep story behind that either. Like, my friends wanted to start a dance group. I was like, sure, why not? Oh. And then literally, but it was actually a friend of a friend.
Like, you knew you could dance before.
No, I literally my family were full of not entertainers, but we like to just have fun, music. Okay. We're a music inclined household. So I've just always been around that. And when I think I was 12, 13, a friend of mine was like, oh, she saw a Facebook post and this girl is looking to start a dance team. I'm like, sure, why not? We had nothing to do after school. So, we started the whole dance team, and then everybody would tell me, oh, how long you been dancing for? And I would just be like, oh, I never danced before. And they're like, oh wow, you look like you've been dancing for a long time, like it naturally suits you.
Oh yeah.
So I was just like, okay.
So you just found your flair in there, and then it just picked up like that. Right.
So that's actually... that I feel like being in that group with my friends like helped me find myself as a dancer. Because I didn't know I wanted to be a dancer. I knew I loved music. I've always loved music. So before that, I was learning how to play instruments. Like I said, before I left Ghana, my family was very music inclined. So I was playing a little bit of the drums, trumpet, like stuff like that. I was in brigade, like all of that. So I used to play the snare. So like when I went to the States, I guess I was trying to find a way to still continue doing that. My dad bought me a guitar, but that didn't last. And then I started writing music, actually. Yeah.
So you sing?
No, hell no. I wish. I love music. Like,
but like you can write.
Down the line, I want to be him.
Wow.
Yes, I want to help create music. But dance was just, I guess, it naturally just happened.
It just found its way
to me. And yeah, we were like babies making money. We were lit in the Bronx, okay? Ask about us, okay?
Right. So how is it like being a dancer in the States? I know like you have experienced how it is like down here, but like out of curiosity, do you mind? How's it like?
So me, I've had like different stages of I guess experience, right? Before Afro became big, when I was with my dance group, where we would just dance for like Ghana picnics, Shatawale, who else? Kache, we danced with them.
In the States, when they came over.
Exactly. So this was before Afro was like
big.
Exactly. So then it was just more so like basically kind of what's going on now. Still trying to fight for yourself, like. Bro, we would literally show up at niggas' script like, give me my money.
I'll go after my money any day.
But yeah, it was actually one of the girls that was in the team with us. She was more business minded. The girl that started the team, even though we were all young, she was very like about it. She's the one that introduced me to like contracts, invoices, and stuff like that at a very young age. And yeah, like that was really dope. So she's the one that made us understand that as dancers, we need to fight for our costumes. And us being kids, we didn't just get up and go either. Like, I was never just black tights and little crop top girl. Like, we always had costumes. Either we will sit there, hand sew it, or you see the little fringe skirts. We will buy fabric, cut it up, sew it with needle and thread on shorts. Like, had a videographer recording shows, and like we will have content days. Like, I can show you some videos.
I would really love to see them.
But like, we were like 14, 15. It was 3 of us. The youngest was like, when we first started, Holly was probably like 12. Yeah, Maureen was 13 and I was 14. So we danced together until I went to college. I was the oldest.
Oh, okay. So you left them quite early. So what was your name back then, or is that still there?
Dancers. Ooh. Yeah.
So do you still dance with them?
Well, no, because I'm the only one still dancing. Maureen is doing music, but I dance
started the group. Wow.
But she's doing music now.
Oh, okay.
But so if she needs dancers, it's me.
It's you. Oh, definitely you. She's gonna go.
And then the other one, she's like more into fashion and stuff. So she's the one that, or if like I'm creating and like I have a creative block, like I'll send it to her. Like she loves to dance, but she's not sure dance is what she wants to do. But I still utilize her because I'm like, bitch, you're talented. Like all that talent is not going to waste. Right. So she helps me with choreos when I'm stuck, when I'm like tuning my head. I'll send it to her like, does this make sense? And like that helped me a lot. So that was before, and then like now, I think it's kind of the same thing. We're still having to fight for our rights, fight to be treated human. Like everything y'all go through here in Ghana, we go through over there, to be very honest. But I think the difference with us there is that we can get a 9 to 5. We could get a normal job. Like most of the dancers do have a normal day job or like a remote job. So like we find ways, or I find ways to not let the industry get to me, because whether y'all pay me or not, my job gonna pay me.
I'm still making
You know?
money.
So yeah, it's a lot because if you say you want to get paid, you're not gonna get booked.
Yeah,
so
it's true.
And with Ghanaians, that's like a big thing. They don't like paying.
Yeah,
Nigerians, they take care of you.
Yeah, Nigerians will, even if it's not. I'm not saying this to make you all feel bad. I'm saying it so you guys upgrade on your tactics with us. But like Nigerians, even if it is not money wise, they are paying some sort of service that you really need, and that's actually good. So you push up your game, right? So I know you do dancing professionally, because even your content creating, like going through your social media, I see that like you take it seriously. But aside dancing, is there any other profession?
I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I did graduate. I have my undergrad in international relations with a concentration in sustainable development. So my goal down the line is not really to dance forever. Like I'm even doing the dance just so I can get connected to the right people to help me with my passion project, which is Sankofa Afro Project. And basically the whole, like me, I'm like very obsessed with like our mindset as people, especially as Africans, and I do feel like that's what's holding us back the most. So this project is basically aimed towards promoting higher education in developing countries. So
I was actually going to ask you about that, because I saw it's on your social media pages. Like, do you mind shining more light on there? Maybe if we can also help.
So it's like, I call it a project because I don't want nobody to rush me. Like, you know,
you're doing it at your own pace.
At my own pace. And like, you know, right now I just feel like I need to get connected to the right people again. Back in college, a lot of my professors, you know, who knew I was passionate about this, because a lot of my projects that I did were connected to that. So like a lot of my school things, like a lot of my assignments, I like to do, like, because it's a lot of research. I like to do the research on what I'm actually working on in real life. So like, exactly. So I'll talk to my professors about it and stuff like that, and they had an idea what I was doing. So like, you know, they've donated like books, money, like tons of stuff. Yeah, it's just.
So not only is she a dancer, she's also a philanthropist. So like,
yes, soon to be doctor. Well, not soon to be, but down the line, I would love to get my PhD. Like, I feel like I'm just a forever student. Like, I love to learn.
You love your big.
Like,
your head, stop categorizing dancers down here.
Oh, like, I'm dead. Oh, so stop bad. It. Okay, stop it.
Like, they don't even believe it. Whenever you introducing yourself, you have to basically tell them, oh, okay, I have a degree in that. I have this, for them to take you serious, because they feel like it's only people that are not educationally inclined that do dance. Hell no. We dance because we're passionate about it, and we also dance to escape, get into a world where we can express ourselves freely without y'all judging us. So please stop it. Right. So back to the dancing. Can you share with us some of your projects? Because going through your social media page, I realized there are some of the contents that you posted that had like you named them like episode 1, episode 10. I've seen all the way down to like several years back. So like, how are you, like, are you categorizing the intervals, or is just happening at your own time? Like, can you talk to us about that project?
It's just happening at my own time. And I started doing the episodes thing so I don't get lost in like social media and what's trending. Like I love good music, and like whatever song that I'm listening to, whatever song that, you know, I've always loved, even if it's from 10-20 years ago, like I will create an actual, you know, choreo rather than like a 10-second thing just for social media or for a challenge. Like, so I guess those episodes are like to feed my soul. Yeah, whenever like I'll be like, oh my god, remember I'm looking for God. I'm like, oh my god, I remember how I felt listening to that song. I don't even hear that at parties anymore. I'm like, you know what, let's create to that.
What's trending always takes over the scene. But hey, we love some songs we heard when we were kids. Also, always takes us back. Like we're always coming back to it. I actually like the fact that you don't follow what's trending, because I've followed your page for a while, even before I spoke to Awa to talk to you. Like I actually
Oh, really?
noticed you from when you collab with him, but like after that, like I kept going because people kept coming to me, Dolly, that is just like you, like her energy, her everything. I'm like, okay, let me follow. And I followed and I realized you are doing your thing. You were not really oh, Afro is popping, let's go. Oh, dancehall, like you're not that type of, you're just focused on like just being you. So
Yeah.
how would you categorize yourself, like in terms of a dance style?
That's like, Jesus Christ. That's something I've been struggling with because, like I said, I've been dancing for a while, so I've been through phases.
Yeah.
So, like, back then, I feel like Afro wasn't really, so like when I watch our videos back then, I'm like, so cringy. Oh my God, look at the moves we're doing. Oh my
the
God.
Intervals, the counts, it's so obvious. But
Bro, like, I just feel like, my God. So I guess back then I don't really count it, but I just count the experience and how it made me who I am now. So after leaving, when I went to college, I started my own dance team. So for the 4 years, I was like creating choreos. Oh my God, them 4 years was stressful, but like the best years of my life. Like, so I did like a lot of shows, and during that time, that's when my friends started calling me Vim Baby, because like I was very like Ghana street style, like Azonto energy, footwork all the time, like not sexy at all. Like my dancers knew, I want a sexy dance to make it up. I'm a rapper, but Stephanie is not making
gonna
up
do that.
no sexy dancing.
Straight up.
So like I guess before I was like a like hardcore kind of dancer, but now I'm finding a lot of fun and just taking your time, like just chilling. So I'm finding myself listening to more Nigerian music now, because I feel like it's more soul in that.
Right. So you just mentioned like you have your own dance team. Is it Afro Free?
No. So okay. So my dance team was Sankofa also, but it's because we had no better name to pick at the time. So after I graduated, I think it was like 2018, 2019, I did this Davido show, and one of the choreographers that was there, she scouted me out and took my number, but we never spoke. And after I graduated, I still needed a way to like I guess train, because dance classes to me is not really training, like and then I saw a group, Afro Freak, was having auditions, and they're like a dance training company. And when I went, Judith, the girl that took my number, was one of the head choreographers. But I think we even spoke about that. She's like, she realized like I was out, like, because I went to school in Buffalo, which was like 8 hours from the city. Yeah, so like it was hard to. That's why I had to start my own dance thing over there. So I could stay sane. Because we were like 10 minutes from Canada, so imagine that.
Oh, that's very far from town.
Yeah, and cold. That shit. I hate the cold. That's why I'm always running to Ghana. But yeah, so Afro Freak is a dance company by Judith, and she's a founder. I think it's been around since 2018, 2019 or so. I joined in 2020. She's an OG. I'm not sure if you've heard of her.
I pounced upon her page going through yours, and I think the face is familiar. I've seen her in a couple of music videos. I can't really recall, but like her movements. And she's a very old school dancer, like cafe kind of age people. So a lot of their style of dance will tell you. And I don't know if it's because I'm a dancer, but I actually pay attention to signatures and body movements. So like I kind of remember that. I don't know if she has taught somebody to be kind of moving like that, but like I think that movement is very familiar, right? And she's trained a lot of the people in New York. A lot of the dancers in New York trained under her also. If I ever find myself in New York,
Yes,
please,
yes.
Judith,
They are
I
the
will
only
come
reason
to
I want to go
play.
back, because every
No,
time I'm
the
there, I'm just reminded,
training.
girl, imagine 13-minute mixes. Like,
Ooh. Ooh.
what she would
I've,
do is
I've
have
tried,
everyone,
I've done the
like,
16, but
16.
yeah, I've done like 16 minutes long, but the training it took for us to be able to do that, it wasn't easy.
She
So
would have
I know how it
everybody
feels
do
like.
each mix by
So she
yourself.
will be correcting. Wow, that
What?
is dope.
I'll
That
be
is
dead.
dope.
She'd be like, "You tired?"
She'll stop you
I was
so
in
many
it
times.
again. Nah, she not stopping. She's gonna watch you finish the
Discipline.
13 minutes and say, "Nah, that wasn't
That
good. Let's
wasn't
do it
it.
again." No, you can't breathe.
That's good.
Let's go again.
That actually will feel some way in the moment, but like when you were done and you really gotten the choreography, by the time you realize you don't even see the 30 minutes pass.
Oh yeah, nah.
That is one thing about dance. The moment you
Yeah.
are into it, you can't even count. By the time you
Yeah.
realize you're done, like already, and
Exactly.
that is actually
I got over that a long
right.
time ago.
I know, right? Now I get lost in dancing. Like I don't even notice that I'm dancing to a crowd. I just get into my own world and I do my thing out. So being a dancer is a lot of things. You guys should try it sometime. Stop judging us.
I'm dead. But you know, I feel it's the Ghanaians though. It's the Ghanaians that are like super judgmental, because like even my parents, they want to be judgmental because that's what they're conditioned to do.
Yeah,
but then they see that, oh shit, you just got this pay. Oh shit, I saw you on the blog. Is that you? With man, that's it. They be like, how much did they pay you? And I be like,
I'm not telling
like,
you. My mom used to be like that too until I started coming home with money, and then she just stopped. There's been times that I've been made to sleep outside because I was following music and dance at a particular time, like during those years. But she was always but now that the money is coming, mommy, you're not complaining. You're taking it. So it's been like that, right? I just want us to go back a few years. Can you tell us how your experience was with your first stage performance?
I don't even think I remember. It was that long ago. No, I have a fucking video. It was CCNY. So it was this college in the Bronx. My one of the dancers, she's gotten in so much trouble. Cause we were kids going, like, instead of going home after school as a 13, 14-year-old, we're going to colleges for rehearsals, for fashion shows. Our parents are like, where the hell are you? Like, one of them I used to just be like, girl, just tell your dad where you're at. Like, this is 8 fucking years ago. I'm a grandma. This was 9 years ago. Garthe. I think she deleted it. It was great. Like, after that thing called? The compliments that we received after. I feel like that's what really gave us a, okay, y'all should keep going. Because one of the girls was like, thick, but she could dance. And then Maureen was more of like the coupe décalé kind of girl, waistline, twerking, and I was just there. Yeah. Myself as a dancer, looking back then, I was like so shy. Like from these times, like I learned how to be a better performer now, keeping your head up, eye contact, facial expressions. Like you have to practice those, or you will look crazy.
The attitude, like, and everything.
Attitude,
it's very important.
Sometimes it's needed, sometimes it's not needed. One thing that I find interesting, maybe because a lot of the Ghanaians, they don't have access to I guess better quality stuff, like cameras. Like, it's great, of course, your phone is great, but you do need quality stuff for like submissions here and there. And that's when thinking further than now comes in. I was 14, 15 doing this because our friend will reach out to people at that age. Like, we were still making ourselves very personable. Like, we go to a show, the person that's recording that show, you get connected to them. You're like, oh, can you just do this? I'll come to you. Now they just make it like so complicated that it's just so annoying.
You don't even get access to these people anymore.
Exactly. But I think there's always people willing to work though. Like,
true.
Videographers that are like upcoming.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, but I still see them as excuses with guys
No.
with certain things.
I know, right? It is the truth, actually, because we are still lagging behind, giving excuses one after the other. Just go ahead and do it the best way you can. If you really want to do it, please do. Don't listen to what nobody is saying, and stop making excuses. Right, like, let's just talk about your creative process. Like, because looking at your content, you go beyond just putting the camera down and dancing. Like, from costuming to storyline to like your creativity process. I'm just curious. I want to know, how do you come about all that?
I don't know. I think it just comes in my head. Like, just some people like to I guess think, and I think a lot. So like usually
Like
choreos start in my head. Like as I'm listening
like
to
your new video, the drifts. You shot it in Kumasi. Yeah, like the angle, storyline. Like, yo, you have to see this. Like, I was like, what? Even the location, I was like, what? Like,
it's funny. See, God, like that's what I'm saying. Once you just start, if it's meant to be, like God will just align everything. We initially went somewhere else, but the videographer went there before to scout. The guy said it was okay. When we got there the day of, the guy said no, we can't record.
After
we're like,
everything has been
so we're like, okay. And then they knew this other place. It was like Fitful. And we went there, and then there was not sitting near everybody showing them. And then I went back, and I'm like, oh, this is it.
This is the place. Because it doesn't even look like it's in Ghana.
Okay, let's talk about drips. Like, I've heard dripped, the normal one.
Yeah.
Love it. But it wasn't moving me. And Calvin Kirby.
Yeah.
My guy.
I saw him. I love him.
I do.
I know. I love him. That guy. Like, you can't even get mad at him.
Bro, do you know how many times I cursed him?
Like, the way he would talk to you, just burst out laughing. I really like that guy. I saw a video with him, though.
Yes. So I think it was him that kind of got me into the Azonto version. Because I'm like, I like it, but I'm not really a dancehall person. Like, and like, I have a lot of respect for dance genres. Like, if I haven't trained in it well, I'm not going to do a whole... Like, let's say I can take a dance hall move, but to do a whole choreo to a dance hall song, doing dance hall move, like I feel like I have to do dance hall moves. And then if I do the opposite, like it's just tricky for me. So I just try not to. So when I heard the remix, the Azonto remix, I said,
that's
the one. But it didn't come yet. And I did the video with Calvin. I went to meet up with him. He's just a fool. He's just a fool, bro. We did bad videos. He was just being him, and like he gave me a lot of things to learn, and that was one of them. So I learned it. We shot everything, and then like just that song just kept playing. I'm like, nah, this gotta be it. So like the whole choreo started in my head. Sometimes I write it in my notes. I get it.
Conceptualize.
Yeah, I get it. So I'm like, okay, right foot, like the head.
You know what it is.
And then one day I was just sitting. I'm like, you know what? Let me
try and
let me try what's in my head. And then that was it. And then I created it. And like again, I don't force anything. I'll create it and I'll stop when I feel like I'm forcing it.
Yeah,
I'll stop and I'll come back to it. And throughout the day, I'll just be thinking, how should this start? How should that? Okay. Like I literally just talking to myself. There were so many other things that was supposed to happen, but then I'm like, no. I actually initially wanted to do more of like a satire kind of thing because I have a lot of hilarious people in my family. So I was gonna have my uncle, because one thing he loves to do is everything he blames NDC. So like either NDC or Akufo-Addo. Like I don't know, he drops his phone. NDC for everything NDC.
Find someone to blame.
And like I just loved that whole mashup with Azonto and dancehall. I don't know what kind of genre it is. If it's
it's dancehall.
Dancehall, okay. Dancehall. So I just love that merge. So I was thinking maybe the beginning to have him pretend that he's doing a news class.
Oh, okay.
He's doing a new cast because there's been a lot of protests going on. So, I just wanted him to talk about the things that's going on in Ghana and how Ghanaians blame Akufo-Addo for everything. So I thought that will just be funny and will just kind of enlighten people. But then I'm like, how would that properly translate into the dance, like the dancing part? Like, it just became too complicated. And I need a cinematographer who knows how to make movies, who can also help me. I don't have that.
Make the whole movement
make sense. Yeah. So I was just like, you know what, whatever. That part is becoming too stressful. We're just gonna skip that whole instrumental in the beginning and do like some little something in the beginning and start dancing. Yeah. And then that was that. I just knew I wanted a drone and like, a normal still shot. I'll basically direct. I'll just go and be like, all right, that's a shot. Yeah, let's do it. Then I come.
I actually like that about you. Like, you visualize it before you even. So by the time you're done, you have all the angles you want.
Yeah, exactly. So I edit my own. Like, I don't trust others
because you see why I say she's my twinnie. I don't trust other people with my things because like. You might not do it the way I like it, and when I talk about it, it will look like I'm talking because I am brutally honest. That's me. So I like to do it myself and criticize myself.
Exactly. And if I fuck up, I'd rather say I fucked it up. Because niggas have lost my videos. Will take like a month just to give you I'd rather sit on it for a month. So. Yeah, I just told him, you just need to come record. Just get a drone guy. I know the shots I want. When the choreo starts, let's be in a straight line. I want it from the top. For this part, let's say towards the end, I want a drone shot. So let's just record that part, So first we did like a couple intros with the drone. And then we shot the parts I wanted with the drone and we just put that to the side. And then we just shot throughout. So we did like 3-4 takes.
4 takes.
Yeah. And we had rehearsals before that also.
See?
And then I have my tailor. Also, I'm trying to build like my own closet for dance. So it's easier to create and collaborate with other people. And even for shows, like I do want to start working with more Ghanaian artists if they allow. Because I don't know what's wrong with them. I don't know if they're just stuck to mediocrity. Because to me, it's not really about the pay at the end of the day. Because I'm a big believer in building connections and building relationships. Like relationships top everything.
One thing about these are people in this industry, they will give you all the assurance that like the relationship, but after they get what they want from you, that is why we don't trust the Ghana dancers say why we don't trust it, because they will say, let's do the first one. Let's see how Charlie, the next one, more I make you. So by the time you realize they are elsewhere. I mean, it's okay that you want new faces and things, but do not lie. You can't do it. That is not a reality. Period. You've not hurt anybody with the truth. I mean, it hurts, but it's good to know that that is what is coming than to be expectant and it doesn't happen.
Yeah, I have definitely experienced that with some Ghanaian artists, but I don't take it no type of way. It's just okay. I guess you don't want your brand to be better. That's how much I believe in me. Like, I don't need no king or nobody with 5 million followers to co-sign me. Like, you need me. Yeah. And that's a fact.
Yes.
Period. Okay. So that's one thing I want to do. Like, I love going to Ghanaian concerts and stuff like that, but it's just like they're just missing just a level of push. Like, but my thing is I grew up watching a lot of American stuff, and my college roommate is a singer, and she's a very old school kind of singer. So with that, like, she don't play by her set. She needs her band. Like,
everything.
Like, if she's doing a free gig, she would still ask the people from her church, the drummer, okay, I'm gonna get a drummer, I'm gonna get my friend, this girl, to be a backup singer, Like, even for a free gig, she goes that hard, and she will pay them out of her pocket if she used to. But like, she showed me that, bro, you gotta put your all. So even for me, like, being around that for 4 years, I'm like, okay, but why are these artists doing that? Like, that's when I was like, that's when it clicked something in my head, like,
there's this experience we had with one artist. they want to be part of the performance. Like they want it to look like how they watch all these big arts dance and do things with the dancers. But like I am always told that I am aggressive, but I am aggressively
No, be
right. That is
aggressive.
me. Like I have been in the industry so long. Next year will be 10 years. And I
Yes.
have done I have done a lot of free and a lot of humble and a lot of taking the fool for a lot of y'all. Now I feel like I have to stand up for myself, speak my mind, and make sure I'm heard. So when I'm telling you as a dancer, yes, I know my worth and I know what I bring to the table. So if I'm telling you my craft needs to be this way, if you need this and you are telling me I should do it to suit, however it turns out that day, don't come for me. Because that is your fault. I did my part. Please, can you just try see as the dancers, as the artists we are, and collab with us other than seeing us like we are serving you. You need us. We need your money as well. So please.
Yes, I agree.
Sure.
That was a great way to put it. Like,
Yeah.
let me do my job, please. Because if you were a dancer, you wouldn't need my
I tell you, you need my
artistry.
inputs. Right.
Definitely.
So Steph, having experienced these two eras, like Ghana dancing industry and then New York dancing industry, I don't know how to put it because I'm not so familiar with how it is up there. What do you think the dance artists down here, what do you think we lack?
The dance artists here lack humility. I don't know, it's weird. Like, somebody can say that, oh, I'm with this person, so I can't go train with this person. I find that so absurd. Like, why do you let somebody stop your back like that? You never know who you're gonna meet. That nobody, like, I always use Cece as an example. Cece's the one that gave me Afro Nation gig, and she met me through Ziggy's class in Ghana here, not through anywhere else, just off of being personable and just me being me. And she didn't even like, she just booked me as like a freestyle dancer, not even as a main dancer, bro. Just cause she felt through my vibe and she likes my work ethic. So like, it's not always about like just the here and now. I think Ghanaians need to get creative. They need to be nicer. You never know who you're speaking to, because my biggest gigs have come from the nobodies. Like that person on Instagram that's following like 10,000 people, but only 100 is following them back. Those kind of weird people
are the ones that, like, literally, the ropes.
Just need to be nicer. Like be personable. You see, like a lot of my American friends, dancers, like when they do come here, they feel like the dance community is very selective. Like if you're not somebody that they already know with a lot of followers, like, you know, they're not gonna include you in things. Like me, when I go to a dance class, I go and then I go straight home. Like I will stick around if the vibes were it, but me, I don't know. I think it's a God-given thing. I know how to read energy so well, like, so I don't stick around ever. Like,
I don't feel it.
I'll just go. But a lot of people are like that, where they just wanna, you know, even if they don't feel welcome, they're like, why not? At least let me try. Now I'm not gonna try because we gonna have a problem if you violate. Like, nah.
You wouldn't like me at the end of the day.
Exactly. So I'ma just mind my business
and leave.
But there's so many talented people in this country. There's so many talented. I wish I can be calling people here over there for gigs, but just it's harder to bring you guys over there.
Yeah, it is actually. You can have everything ready to go, and your visa might not come through. You can probably even get there, and maybe there's a disappointment. So like, I understand. Right. I don't know how long you are here for.
At least I'm gonna be here for December, so at least till January.
Then you will enjoy, because there are lots of dance shows happening. Right. I would like to take this opportunity to keep talking to Stephanie and my viewers out there about the upcoming event. So as you all know, Ghana Dance Festival is right around the corner. and it's happening from 23rd to 25th. It's a 4-day festival. As usual, it happens every year. Sorry, every year during the getting to the like December. So like that's kind of our grand, dance festival in Ghana, and all the 4 days have there are various activities. I think the grand opening will be on Thursday, Afro Latin White Party, and the club nights will be on Friday the 24th. Yeah, and then on Saturday is the workshop battles, seminar performances, and the socialize. And so that is when all the performances like kind of go on. We will be performing. There are lots of groups I know performing that day. Militants, Flawless, a lot of solo dancers as well. I'm sure Afrozik and DWP2 will be performed. Like that is our grand festival. So if you are around, I'd like you to come and pass through.
But I will come though, since y'all gonna be there. And now I have a couple of friends in this Ghana, so I'll go and I'll see people I know. I'll see you.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'd like to see you around. We're almost at the end of the conversation.
Aww.
Yeah, I know. It's so short. It's been very informative, and like she said, we need to learn to be a little bit nicer, and the humility also counts, because you don't know who you're talking to, you don't know where your next door is gonna open. So please, with all that being said, what are your last words for us, Stephanie?
I love you guys. I do love Ghana. I've been here the whole year. Like, as much that I talk, I want us all to just be better. That's why. And I see so much potential in the Ghana industry, dance industry. If we all move as one, like, I don't think we're moving in a sustainable way. Like even again from college to like I still believe in sustainability. Like look at what's working and just keep building on that, rather than trying to start something here, then this here, then that here. Like I mean, y'all could have all of that but still work cohesively. Like where I can turn down a gig and say, nah, go give it to this person. But I don't know, I haven't really heard any stories like this, but the vibe Ghana gives me is like, one team would rather go to like 5 different shows at night than try to give one to another team.
Yeah,
just because why am I giving this person that gig? Or they reached out to me. Like you can pitch for other dancers. Like there's room for everybody to win. Like everybody. So like look at how many artists are here in Ghana. Let's say if Stonebwoy, who's up right now, Stonebwoy, King Promise, Blacko, 3 decide to go on tour. They can't take Ziggy with them. No, because Ziggy will go with Blacko, but then there's 2 more artists that need dancers. Like there's room for everybody. Like just because your time is delayed does not mean that your time, it's not gonna come. Like I think delay is not denial. I think that's the word. Yes, it's not. But then I'm like, and like another thing that tends to get in my head too is social media, where I feel like, damn, look at my followers, look at this. But then I'm like, no, because a lot of these people with followers, when you speak to them, they have bookings.
And they probably bought it.
Yeah. Like they're not booked. So like focus on your own journey. Like I'm loving my journey. I'm loving where it's taking me. Like, and yeah. One thing that I love about myself is the fact that I can say and sleep. I'm not doing this gig. Like, I'm sorry. I'll give you your money back. Which you're not gonna do is talk to me anyway. Like certain gigs, if they don't want to sign a contract, I'll get I had a gig over the summer. Literally when I got to the venue, it's not good to say, but the artist was on stage. I did not give a fuck. I missed like 2 songs. I didn't give a fuck. Why? You ain't pay me enough. No contract is signed.
Nothing.
So I'm sorry. I'm not gonna kill myself. Like like you said, we've been in this for at least 10 years. Like,
to know.
I'm not running. I'm not. No, I'm not.
It's about time you treated me according to my worth.
Exactly.
Yeah. So keep working at your own pace. Don't let anybody pressure you. Right. Stephanie, it's been so lovely having you. Talking to you has been so insightful, and like I like the energy, your creativity and what you're doing. I really love it. Like your content. Oh my god. Content created.
And when you edit your own like us, you know. So imagine working and then trying to edit and then trying to
be conceptual and everything. Like it's not easy. The creative process is very hard for hands-on people like us. So please, we should, give us accolades when we need it. Yeah.
Support, book me, put me on, you know, when those conversations are being had in those rooms, bring us up. Like, that's how you support, okay? Yeah. You don't even gotta like my video. Just tell your man, like, yo, I know this girl, da da da. That's it. That's all we need.
Right. Stephanie, please, can you give us a social media handle?
My social media, my Instagram is Ghallywood, 2 underscores, GHALLYWOOD. Find me on Instagram, and that will lead you to YouTube at least.
Yeah, and please, if you want to book her as well, her DMs is always open. Please send a message. You never know, probably that project you want her on, she's got more ideas, and she's just not gonna just bring dance to the table. She would also open up, help you with anyhow she can. So please,
definitely that part. I do want to vocalize that, like, since I've been here, you know, because I have a camera and all these things, I try to help, you know, other creatives here. Like, if, like, Gogo, if he ever wants to, I'm like, yeah, I'll record it for you. And, like, you know, we'll just have a content. I'm like, no, I'm your videographer. I'm not dancing today. He's like, no, dude. I'm like, nope. I'm here for you today. That's it. You know, like, I'm always down for that, to help others. Like, and sometimes I'll be tired and like unmotivated, and then doing these things will help me get motivated. So hit me up if you have any concepts or anything that you want me to help on. Like, I got you. It's a collaboration. Okay.
Oh, guys, so soon we've come to the end of the conversation, and if y'all just joined us, we are on here with Stephanie J, aka Ghallywood, my twinnie. Yeah, so please, please give her the same support that you gave me. She gave her social media handle, so please follow her up. And, as always, I'm your host, Dolly Dab, and this is Dance Room, the platform that brings you a little closer to your dance icons. This is GLM Studios, and please, if you want to book it for your music recordings, podcast sessions, any other thing music related or live, whatever be the case, please hit them up. And you can also talk to me, and I'll give you the right channels to go through. So, with all that being said, I don't even want to be guys, but I know, you know what, like, I have to go and sleep.
We're tired.
So then we are out, guys. See you next Wednesday. Bye.